Hello everyone, welcome back to Future Foe Plays, and today we're going to take a look at Sea of Thieves. This is a game that I've been following very closely, and I'm very excited to be playing right now. It is super fun, the game looks gorgeous, the graphical style is incredible, and today I just want to talk a little bit about what the game is and what it really has to offer if you're interested in playing it. Luckily, it is available as part of Xbox's Game Pass, so if you don't want to spend the full $60 for this game, you can jump in with the Game Pass, see if you like it, and then you can buy the game if you end up really loving it. For me, I just dove right in. I'm playing it here on PC. I love that I can jump back and forth with PC and Xbox, and I can play with my Xbox friends as well, so that's always pretty cool. But essentially, in this game, you are a pirate. You have a open sea, lots of little islands, a bunch of these outposts, which is where I am now, and this is where you're going to be able to get your different voyages, which is essentially the word for quests in this game. A lot of people are asking, well, what's the point of the game? What are you doing in it? What is your progression? What's the end game? And really, it's just to honestly have fun with your friends being pirates. You have to do everything manually, which is pretty cool. You have to look at a map, you have to set your destination, you actually have to navigate there with a compass and set your sails and angle your sails right to catch the wind, all of that stuff. There's no nav points or quick travel or any easy sort of video gamey ways of making the game easier for you. You are on your own out there in the wild. And the idea here is that you either go by yourself or you can crew up with up to 4 people, and you pick up these voyages. We have the Gold Hoarders, the Order of Souls, and the Merchant Alliance. These are 3 different quote-unquote companies that you can get reputation for by doing different voyages for them. You start with sort of what I would call Tier 1 voyages, which are free. They don't cost you anything to pick up. And then you move on to second tier, which costs a little bit more money, but then you get more money in return. The idea here is just to make a lot of gold, and then you use that gold to customize your appearance and your ship. I don't want to use the word upgrade because it's not actually an upgrade in the sense of what you might be used to in your typical RPG. There's no leveling up, there's no ability progression, no getting better weapons with better perks. This isn't an RPG, it's an adventure game. And honestly, that's what I love about the game. Everybody is on an equal playing field, we all have 5 bullets in our guns, and the differentiating factor is going to be your skill, so how much better you get at playing the game. So this is how it typically works. You have 3 different slots that you can fill with different voyages, so essentially you can have 3 voyages to choose from at any one point in time. Then you go to your captain's table and contribute one of the voyages. If you're by yourself, then you just vote for yourself and you get it. If you're with your friends, then you all vote to complete the same one. And once the voyage is selected, then you will be each granted the maps to where to find the treasure. In this case, it's going to give us a map zoomed in on the specific island, and then we go to the map table and try to find that island on the main map. Once we find it, then you have to travel there on your own. You have to set your heading, you have to turn your sails, all that good stuff, and set sail to the island. The treasure is then marked on the map, you have to unearth it and take it back to the merchant that gave you the quest in the first place. He then gives you his share and you go about your business. So ideally you want to pick up a few voyages right off the start before you set sail, then you can get a few done before you make your way back to harbor. But the really cool thing is, while you're out there, essentially anything's possible. You could run into other players that want to run you down and take your loot. You can find a random shipwreck that has a bunch of sunken loot that you can dive down and get. You can find a message in a bottle that gives you a riddle into finding some extra treasure. Or you could just come across none of that and just set sail into the open waters. I mean, I've mentioned that this game is gorgeous, and that is not hyperbole. This is an incredible looking game, and it gives you a weird sense of relaxation while you're setting sail. I really want to learn how to sail in real life now after playing this game even for a little bit, and it really fascinates me what you have to do to maintain your ship on the open waters. If your hull gets hit by a rock or by enemy cannon fire, you have to repair the hull, and you also have to bucket out the water that is starting to accumulate. If it starts raining really hard, your ship could fill up with water and sink just as easily. And so there's a lot of adventure out there. The enemies are essentially skeletons that have come back to life. The Order of Souls Voyages will introduce sort of HVT or boss type skeletons that you'll have to take out and claim their skull as a prize. And on top of all of that, there is a raid type activity which includes you invading a skeleton fortress and taking down a huge boss, and then of course you're granted a ton of loot for it. So again, the idea here is to play through a bunch of different voyages, which gets you a lot of gold and also helps you build reputation within those companies. As you rank up with your reputation, you unlock different cosmetics and different titles that let other people know that you have accomplished those things. They're kind of like trophies in that sense. So yeah, it's not an RPG, you're not going to get better guns, you're not going to get better equipment, but that's not the point of this game. The point of this game is to have fun and be a pirate. And I bet you can't play this game without using a pirate voice at some point in time. It's just a lot of fun. So if you're having a hard time kind of trying to grasp the, I guess, point of this game or your progression through it, the best analogy I can make is honestly Overwatch. Overwatch is a game that is technically the same game you have on day 1 than day 300. You're just better at playing it and you've unlocked a bunch of cosmetics. And with that, you can also compare it to games like Fortnite or PUBG in the sense that you don't unlock better skills or better equipment, you're just better at playing the game, and you keep playing it because it's a lot of fun. And I have to say, Sea of Thieves is a lot of fun. I'm thoroughly impressed with it. Of course, there's a lot of opportunity for more rich and engaging content, which the developers at Rare have already confirmed that they do plan to do over the next coming year, so this game is just going to get bigger and bigger as time goes on. Anyways, let me know in the comments below if you've jumped into Sea of Thieves, if you've hit the high seas. Also, be sure to let me know in the comments below if there's any specific topics on Sea of Thieves you would like me to cover. I'm thinking I'm going to do like a top 5 best tips and tricks video sometime soon, but let me know if there's a specific topic you'd like to see in more detail. Anyways, drop a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more Sea of Thieves content. And I will see you all next time.